According to the papers that I've read, Miss Conant, you and the defendant had been involved in a romantic relationship. I gather he wanted to break it off.
That's correct.
You wanted to talk. So you went to his place of business. According to your complaint, he assaulted you there. You suffered injury. He is cross-complaining that since this incident you have harassed him, that you stole his telephone book and been calling friends, women friends, etc. Correct?
That's correct.
So how long had you been going out before this incident?
I met him in early '97. We had been dating until October 27th when the incident happened. It had been an up and down, very rocky relationship. For 1 week he loved me, the next week he wanted me out and would order me out, and I would leave, and then I would come back and he would want to. He would be very affectionate and loving. He's a very charming, he can be very charmed. I was swept off my feet. I fell in love with him completely. By the time the 10th month or so came along, I was tired of being kicked out so many times that I finally decided I wanted to get the truth. And I went over there. I did take a half bottle of...
When you say you went over there, you went over to
his place of business, which is also where he was living at the time.
Okay.
And,
had you called first to tell him you were coming over?
I don't remember if I did or not, Your Honor. I honestly don't remember. I usually do.
But according to your papers, you had fortified yourself with some alcohol.
No, not before I went there. I brought it with me. I brought half a bottle of Bloody Mary mix with 2 shots of vodka in, and I brought it over there to share with him. I came up, I drove into his parking lot. I came up to his door. He ordered me to sit back in my car. He said, I'll be with you when I can. He was probably emailing, which he does all the time.
Ms. Conant, let me stop you right there.
Sure.
You look like and sound like an intelligent woman. You're in a 10-month relationship with somebody. You come to his home, place of business to talk. He tells you to go wait in the car.
I know.
Shouldn't that have told you, let me get out of here. This guy is
It should
nowhere.
have. But
all right, so you went and you sat in the car. And while you were sitting in the car, you were drinking, according to your papers.
Very little. He made me wait for about a half an hour. And yes, I should have known. I should have known. But as the saying goes, love is blind. And with me, sometimes it's blind, deaf, and dumb. Anyway, I waited out there for half an hour. I took a few sips. I was not intoxicated. He asked me in. I came in. We talked for about 2 hours. He asked me, he said, I want you to leave. And I said, no, I'm not going to leave. I want to know where we stand. Do you love me? Do you want a life with me? Do you want me to get out of here? You know that I love you. I just want to know what's going on. So at that point, it was like his demeanor switched. It was like a light bulb went off. He stood up, very angry, came over to me, grabbed me by my arms up off the sofa, and said, you get out of here now, and shoved me towards the door. And I think I fell down at that point. Then following that was about 45 minutes of this whole thing. I remember grabbing onto him, grabbing onto doors, grabbing onto walls, anything, because I didn't want to go. I know it sounds dumb, but I was desperate. I wanted an answer from him. I wanted him to come forth and tell me the truth.
He was telling you. He told you to leave.
No, I wanted to know if he loved me, not whether he wanted me to leave or not. I already knew he wanted me to leave. But anyway, he managed to get me out finally, in the end, by grabbing me by the arm. And I have some photographs here, if I can hand them to the bailiff. So he shoved me out. The worst thing, well, I was covered with bruises, but he shoved me out of the front door. I fell onto the concrete and lacerated my chin. And I was covered with blood. And I was blood in my hair, blood on my body and my clothes. When he saw that, he ran out to me. He grabbed me and picked me up, helped me back in, and he was saying, oh my God, oh my God. And he sat me down. He ran to get a bucket and water and tried to wash me off. At that point, I knew something was wrong. So I ran into the bathroom, turned on the light, and screamed because I was covered with blood. I looked like I'd been shot or something. So I ran back into the room, and I called the 911, and I said, please come help me quickly. I've been beat up or shoved. He never struck me or hit me, but he kicked me and pulled me and pushed me and shoved me.
Are you telling me that he shoved you down and he kicked you?
Yes.
And even after he shoved you down on the floor and he kicked you and told you, get out, you still didn't leave?
No, I did not want to.